So this is my third update on the Thunderbird. I've had it a few months now, got it in April, we're now in August. I've done over 2,000 miles on it and I've loved every minute of it. I wish I could have got out on it more. August hasn't been that good so far, and July was not the best, so I haven't done many miles on it in those last 5 weeks or so, but managed to put 2,000 miles on it in the time that I've had it so far. So if you've seen the other two reviews, the first one was when I got it in early April and it was standard. Then this one, sorry, the next one, I'd put a few bits and bobs on it, and now here we are, and I'm pretty settled on what I've got so far. So far I've got the twin T handlebars, the teardrop mirrors, the headlight cowl, shorty exhaust, chrome rear swinging arm covers, and then I've got the gel seat and the chrome luggage rack. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but so that's the side-on look of the bike I've got so far. I think it's looking really sweet. There's so many extras you can add to it. You can spend a fortune, and I probably will over the coming years, but at the moment that's where it's at, and I'm happy with it. I'm going to stay with it as it is for the time being. Probably next year I'll put chrome wheels on, and I'll put chrome forks on, but we'll see how we go. In terms of how I'm liking the bike, I still think it's one of the best looking bikes I've owned. I've had sports bikes and they've been good and I've enjoyed those, but I really like everything about this. The build quality, by the way, is superb. I think the build quality on this is excellent compared to the other bikes that I'd looked at before getting this. I think this is really good, and like I say, time will tell. I've only had it a few months, but so far I think it's working out really well. I do like the nose cone. Obviously it's colour coded, the headlight cowl is colour coded, and it just changes the feel of the bike a little bit with the twin T bars and the chrome mirrors, the teardrop mirrors with drilled stems. I do like the drilled stems. Gives it, again, a bit of a dragster type feel. I don't know if you agree with that, but it does change the look a little bit from a cruiser to a dragster style bike. Maybe I'm being a bit biased, but I think it's gorgeous. Loving it. So I ride it very often with one seat on, and then when Lizzie, wife, wants to go on it, I quickly put the other seat on, and that's a quick change, and it works really well. But I do like it as a one-up rider. I think it looks really good. So in terms of riding it, it handles really well. You'll get the pegs down if you're confident in cornering. That's a no-brainer. So the bike's more than capable of going around corners at speed, but obviously you're not going to be getting your knee down unless you've binned it, or unless you're Carl Crutchlow and you've got legs that are far too long. But you'll enjoy riding it. The torque is there, the sound is there, the look is there, the build is there. If you're in the market for a lazy, easy riding bike, your Triumph Thunderbird is going to be one to consider, and I would choose it over certainly all the Jap bikes, and even the Harleys. I didn't really get the Harleys. I didn't like the build quality, didn't enjoy the ride, and this really works for me. 1600 parallel twin, super easy to ride, not really ugly in its I guess in the engine firing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not rough and rugged, it's smooth, it's a bit more sophisticated, but it does have character, it does have vibrations, and it lets you know you're on a big thumping twin. So for me, this really works. I'm happy with what I've got. I'd recommend anybody to go and test ride one and enjoy one, no matter what you're riding. I've had all sorts of bikes. Last thing I had before this was a Aprilia Mille. I had a TVR Cerbera before that. I had that for 4 years. Honestly, I don't miss it one bit. Every time I get on this, I love every second of it. So I hope a bit of interest watching for anybody into the Thunderbird. Oh, just before I go, I've heard that there's a new variant coming out that is an aggressive street version of this. So there's a lot of matte black on it. It's got twin headlights, and I know the name of it, but I guess I shouldn't. But it's going to be a great looking variation of this, so keep your eyes out for that. That's due out, if not in August, it will be in September. So hope this is helpful. Go for it, enjoy it, and maybe I'll do some other updates in the near future, but thanks for watching.